Okay, greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So good. I am, well, I started my video and we were just looking at the ceiling, so I started over and we are hopefully looking at my desk and, we will get ourselves back to running on all cylinders. Good Lord. I have, I gotta find you guys on the, on my laptop. Good gravy. I'm telling you that, you know what's so funny? I see you, Deb. I see you. I see you on my phone, but I don't see you on my laptop just yet. I have, this idea for, our 2025. So I'm just going to start talking about it. Because, good gravy, I don't know why it's not popping up. There we go. Okay. So, oh my gosh, you can see all my mess. Okay. I don't know why sometimes it goes way big when when I've pointed it at the ceiling first and then I flip it around and now I have this great big view of my very messy desk. But be that as it may. Okay, so what I want, let's see, I'm here, not in my craft room yet because there's a ladder in my window for gutter replacements. All right, I understand. Okay, so I still have the cold, and I have a lot of explaining to do because of that. I kind of hit a wall a couple days ago. So the January art printable won't be out for a little bit. I just kind of stopped in my tracks. And my voice is kind of going away, and I don't know what's up with that. Good morning, Peg. Good morning. Anyway, so if you're brand new here, if you would follow, like, share, subscribe, all the things on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join Stitch Along with Anne Facebook group and Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs Facebook group. Okay, so for all things Anne and artsy, like, say, the Timmy art printable that I asked you to print off, go to AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. Okay, so I asked everybody to print this printable off, and I'll tell you a couple reasons why. I'm coloring mine with my highlighters. Look at this. Look at all these highlighters. So I'm using a midliner, which I got 3, I think, when I was in Minneapolis with Peg and Keely. So anyway, that's what I chose for. I think I wrote that you guys could choose your favorite medium, and I've been, since I taught the back to school 2 class where we played with highlighters. I've kind of been intrigued with them as a medium, as an art medium. And then my friend Joni created some of the most beautiful artwork with highlighters that I was completely enamored with. So I was inspired to pull out my highlighters. So, so sorry. Oh my gosh. You have every color midliner. I know, I do kind of love them. James, my kid, is in love with midliners too. I just loved these colors. There's something about, I don't know. There's something about color for us, isn't there? Okay, so back to why I chose this art printable to be our first art journal entry for 2025. So, we will be covering our art journal with the new art printable that's coming out. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tam. Everybody, take a drink. Okay. So, my idea was born from a couple of different things. First, the Rose Parade, because you know they use all those flowers to create those gorgeous floats. And I love watching that parade every year, and that's a dream. I want to go behind the scenes and see all those floats being made with all those different flowers and seeds and leaves, and oh my gosh, I totally love that. But I also was thinking about 2 phrases. There's a phrase in urban vernacular called give them their flowers. And I try very hard to give people flowers as much as I can, because I feel like flowers represent so many things, right? So to give them their flowers means to give them respect and to compliment them. I went to a brunch yesterday with a group of friends, and I brought them all a bouquet of flowers. And I told them that the reason that I give them flowers is because I hold them all in the highest regard. That they're the finest women. I'm telling you, I just have the best of friends. And so, just know, if I give you flowers, that's why. But then I was also thinking about that Miley Cyrus song, I Can Buy Myself Flowers, right? And the message of that song is all about self-love and empowerment and independence. And I wish all of that for all of us too. And so I thought, let's start out with a sheet of flowers, right? And then I started to think about how I wanted to make this representative of our year, right? So what I wanted, hi Lisa, what I wanted to do is, so this is going to be the first page, and there'll be many pages, but I thought of our word of the year. Last year, remember, I picked blossom. This year, I chose capture. I want us to capture our 2025, right? In a million different ways. And so, first we're going to do this. We're going to fill these flowers with color. And then I was inspired by another project that I did with a friend, my friend Krista, years ago, where we did stitch a day. And we actually did like a sort of a picture a day. So we did, I'll show you this project. We did, so this is what we did. We took a piece of fabric and we embroidered something almost every day. But we captured our year. We captured our year in embroidery, right? And some of it was, so here's the Super Bowl. It's the year I turned 56. Wordsmith art was a class that I taught. Elotes, because I love elote. Kolaches, because we always eat those when we go on a girls' trip to Texas. And that year, we went on our girls' trip to Cape Cod. And so I have an old Cape Cod, because my friend Carolyn sang that song a lot when we were planning our trip. And I just did the seashore. My friend Tanya got married that year. We ate peaches in Fredericksburg. Let's see. Jolly Old Solly. We dressed Solomon up in a Santa suit. I did Desiree's handprint, my husband's handprint, my handprint, my mom, Braxton's handprint, and my mom and my dad. My cousin Wally got married. These were the outlines of states were ones that I drew stamp designs for. I got new glasses. I taught myself how to use Copic markers. You get the idea, right? Dare was my word of the year that year. Anyway, and I was teaching myself some new stitches. So I did this heart with I think it was the buttonhole wheel, and I did it in a heart shape. Oh, I did my first quilt. So I embroidered myself holding up my first quilt, and my mom and dad helped me with that. Jeff fixed up a truck called Betty White that he named Betty White, and it was a 68 GMC. Anyway. Oh, 27-year anniversary. Anyway, that was my other piece of inspiration. So, inspiration comes from any place, right? So my thought is that let's fill this page with color, and then we're going to find a nook and cranny to document our 2025. So we're going to go until we fill this up, and then we'll do another page, and we'll fill that up, and then we'll do another page to the end of the year. But I want us to document our year. And so the first things that I want to document is I want to document the Rose Parade. So I'm going to fill it in. And I thought... that's deader than a doornail. Let's find one that's not dead. There we go. I thought that we could... So I have two things for the first day. So I have the Rose Parade. And then I have Brunch at Debbie's house. That's where I was yesterday. There we go. So do you see what I'm saying? We're just going to document our year, like I said, in any way that you like speaks to you. So I hope that you are. Has anyone already filled in their Timmy art printable? I just told myself I needed to give myself a little grace yesterday. The idea that I had for our art printable, well, I made it out of really fragile old paper, and it just died in my hands. I know, Tam, I know. It just meant the world. It just meant the world, you know? And Tammy let me hug her even though I'm sick as a dog. I mean, I'm on my downhill slide now, certainly. I have more energy. Anyway, I hope that you will join me on this endeavor. And I have so many ways for us to celebrate our word of the year capture in our art journals this year. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Everybody take a drink. So I'm just going to continue to color so I'm coloring these roses with this kind of a peachy color. I don't even know, coral pink. And then I was thinking, these, I want to color them with purple because I'm kind of feeling lilacs. I saw this story and I just thought, I thought it kind of backed up what I was talking about earlier, that inspiration comes in all kinds of places. So I told you what my inspiration for this project was, that, my, hi, Joni, how are you? So we are starting on our first art journal entry for 2025, Joni. So sorry. You need to go to my website and get the Timmy art printable, because it's a coverall, so it's a whole page of flowers, right? So we're going to do the cover of our art journal next, in the next couple weeks. But today we're doing our first entry. So we're going to fill this page with color, and then we're going to start. Our word of the year for our group is capture. And we are going to capture our 2025. So we're going to fill this page with color, and then we're going to start to add things. We're going to add, so I added Rose Parade. That was the catalyst for this project. And then Brunch at Debbie's. That was my first, we did that on yesterday, on the first day of January of 2025. And then you're just going to continue to, watch this from the beginning, and you're going to just fill in things that you want to capture from your 2025, right? None of us are going to be the same. We might have some similar things, but we have our things that happen in our own lives, right? So, and I am using my highlighters to add color to my first sheet, because I I introduced highlighters as a art medium during Back to School 102. And I just, man alive, I just love them. And I saw some artwork that Joni created, my other friend Joni, with her highlighters, and oh my gosh, they're just stupendous. I will share them with you at a later date, because I do have one. Anyway, and I'm using a midliner right now. Tammy says she has all the colors of midliners. I'll be shopping for more of those, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, this coral is so vibrant and pretty, isn't it? There we go. Oh, so anyway, I was talking about inspiration comes from all kinds of places. And so I was listening to this story about an artist named Howardina Pindell, Pindell. And her artwork is inspired by circles. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's just unbelievably beautiful. And so she was being interviewed, and she was talking about where the inspiration for circles came from. And you'll never believe it when I tell you. Okay, do I have any more of these roses? Did I get all of these roses? Or whatever they are? I think I got them all. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, Tam. It's just so pretty. But I have this. Look at this marker. I thought I might play with this idea. It's a dual, well, I don't know how if I can use just the purple. We'll see. We'll see. So do you see it has green and purple? I got this in Austin, Texas at a stationery store. I love a stationery store. So these, because I'm coloring, I'm not staying in the lines, but that's okay, right? We're artists, we can do whatever we want. That's what I tell Desiree. So I'm just coloring these little tiny petals. Okay, so Howardina, back to Howardina. And she said, she was named after her father, and she said, I think they wanted a boy because of my name. And she said, because they just put ENA at the end of my name. She said, I've never heard of another Howardina on the planet. Anyway, she said that they were on a trip, and her to visit her mother's family in Ohio. And her dad loved root beer. And so they drove to Kentucky and went to a place that had root beer and thank you, Peg. You're right. They are suggestions. They went to Kentucky to this place that served root beer in frosty mugs, and so they all got some, and at the bottom of their mugs was a red circle, and that meant for blacks. couldn't mix, like a black person and a white person couldn't drink out of the same mug. Isn't that tragic? And so she said that's where circles kind of made their first impression to her. Like it just spoke volumes in her little child mind, right? And so she started to make art with these circles because she wanted the circle to be something beautiful and to not be used as a form of punishment. I just thought that was, you never know, right? You never know where someone's fascination with something or their where their inspiration came from, whether it was a positive or a negative. I just thought that was a fascinating story. So if you get the chance, Google her art and check it out. It's gorgeous. Howardina Pindell, Pindell. I'm liking my lilacs. I had a lilac tree that was right under my bedroom window, and I had a second story bedroom, so you can imagine that it was huge, that lilac bush. And oh my gosh, in the spring it was so fragrant and beautiful when we opened our windows. I loved it. I purchased a lilac bush, well, just a little starter on Mackinac Island this year, but I didn't pay attention to it as much as I could, and it died, but I will be getting another one. That's for sure. Next time I go to Michigan in the spring, I will get another. So what mediums did you guys use to color, or are you using to color your Timmy art printable? Inquiring minds want to know. Like, what were you feeling? I was just feeling highlighters. But you know. You can use whatever you want. And here's the thing. Just write things in. Ooh, watercolor and colored pencils. I was thinking about adding some colored pencils, Deb. I was. But then I was also thinking about maybe some other, layering some highlighters. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, golly, what was I just saying? Honest to Pete. It'll come back around. Sometimes it just takes a while. And here's, I know, the documenting, capturing. Just write down things you want. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it once a week. You don't have to do it, you can do it like as you choose. Everybody take a drink. I mean, hopefully you have a bunch of things to capture, right? Hopefully you have something every day, right? I mean, that would be cool to look back on at the end of the year. Every day we have things to celebrate, right? Maybe it was just a good long nap. Maybe it was a walk around the neighborhood. Maybe you finished a good book. It can be whatever is meaningful in your life, right? This is going to be so pretty in my book. I can't wait. I did think about, I want to make sure that I cut it to size for my composition book. Good morning, Valerie. For my composition book before I fill out all the edges. Do you know what I mean? Or I could fill out the edges and then adhere those pieces to another page in my art journal. I just thought, capture. We all lead these beautiful lives, and we should capture it, you know? If for no one else but ourselves. But I'll tell you something. Every I like to go to my dad's house and find little notes that my mom left around, just because it just captures her life, right? Just a little piece of her day-to-day life. I love that. There's something about it. I have some friends coming over today to work on some samples for the retreat. And I was thinking about I really should make sure that the floor is swept and that, you know, all that stuff that you do. And then I thought, no, you know what? I really don't have the... Yes. New ties. Okay, so I have this other purple that's also, midliner. Mild liner. Mild liner. I thought it was midliner. Oh. Whatever. Mild ink. Okay, so this one, so they both have a bold end and a fine end, but I'm thinking I have all of these circles. Maybe I'll do that. Fill those in. Maybe I do little dots in the center of these guys. Yes. Look how pretty that is. I mean, this is the thing. You can do whatever you want, right? It's your art journal. It's your Timmy art printable. You can get as detail or not as you wish. Oh, look at that. Just a little addition of that. What a difference that made. New tires will absolutely go on your sheet, Peg. New tires, that's a big day. I'm telling you, my friend Kristen and I, we had so much fun doing that project. Because it was interesting, and we didn't put any pressure on ourselves, just things that were meaningful. If I did it now, I would probably try to document more. I would probably try to do more, but you know what? I did what I did when I did it. Does that make sense? I have one more thing to add, Deb, and I'll put it in the Facebook group. Oh, I have some more circles, but now I don't know if I want those all purple, if I want to make them different colors. So I hope that you'll start to go about your day thinking about, like, what's something that you want to document. Do you know what I mean? There might just be something that just kind of happens that you're like, oh, like these. I think I want to do some white gel pen highlights, and I'm gonna. So I got this new pen. I was talking about it, I think, on Tuesday. It's a Pentel Milky Pop. Remember, we have the Sparkle Pops, and then I also have this Milky Pop. I only bought one color of this from Arizona Art Supply, but I think I'm kind of liking it. It's not going to replace my jelly rollers, but I like it. That always just adds a little something, something, doesn't it? There we go. I could even do some white in the centers of these lilac petals. Look at that. Ooh, that's adding a little something, something, isn't it? I kind of needed something like this morning. Do you know what I mean? Where you just kind of lose yourself in something like this. Oh, I found one that I didn't do a circle in. I'm loving it so much, you guys. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Everybody take a drink. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I forgot to tell you this. So I listened to another story, and this story, good morning, Jennifer. This story was about sustainability and recycling, that kind of thing. There's this company, and now I don't remember the company's name, but They create soundproofing materials for interior spaces from old tennis balls. They said that tennis is the 5th most polluting sport in the world. Because, you know, you use so many tennis balls in a match. I thought that was fascinating. So, this company, which remains nameless because I didn't write it down. Anyway, they take old tennis balls and they get them from like tennis clubs and that kind of thing. And they cut them apart and they make like soundproof walls. They make they've made furniture with them, and that furniture will absorb sound too. It was fascinating. It's just amazing to me when you see the great things in the world that people can do for our planet, for all mankind, humankind, I should say. And then there are crazy people that do things just to hurt other people. I don't understand it. Imagine if you put all of that energy and know-how into doing something lovely. Tennis balls. Isn't that funny? Look at how much that just changes the whole vibe of the lilac. Did you put those white dots? That's fascinating. Then it adds like so much depth and then a little bit of texture. Love that. So Tam, are you going to use your highlighters to color your page? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. So remember, we will do our cover art in the future, probably next week. So don't do anything to the cover of your 2025 graph page filled composition book. I just want people to know you can make art anywhere, out of anything. There we go. Stop it. Loving that. Loving that, loving that, loving that. So yes, you are going to, so are you going to use your highlighters? I have this one. This is a dot. Oh, look at this. This I got at a stationery store too. Look at this. It's a square. The marker end is a square on this end. And just a little, like a tiny, I don't know, just a felt tip pen end on this end. Very cool, right? What else do I have? All manner of who knows what. But I also have, so at back to school time, I found these, this pack of Sharpies that was, I think there were 12 colors. They're gorgeous. So I think I might be using those too, because those will kind of vibe with what I'm using. I was gonna see. Oh, and I do also have. I'm telling you, there's a million kinds of highlighters. These Stabilos, they have some really pretty colors too. I also have Staedtler. Those are pretty. So just be on the lookout when you're walking around. And these I think I got at the art store. These I got at maybe another stationery store. These I just got at Office Max. That's a pretty color. But remember, the color on the outside is not necessarily the color on the inside. Oh, there's this pretty blue. So always have a little piece of scratch paper beside you. This blue, look at this blue. Let's see if I can find it. Kind of taking that. Let's do it next to this one. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Let's see if this one is anywhere near. Let me see if I can find another piece of paper. See if this is anywhere near the color that it is on the. Oh, it is. Oh, it's kind of a dusty rose. So. Oh, this is another one of those dual. Look at. There's a blue and a. Sorry. Those are kind of fun. What a good choice I made. Oh, this one. Let's play with this one. The dot one. Look at that. Stop it. Dot a pen. And this one is, I think, I don't know. DOTEPEN. Dot a pen. So there's so many cool things you could do with this. Oh, big ideas, big ideas, big ideas. Let's see what we got. Oh, I wanted to look at this green. That's lovely, isn't it? Oh, this is a brush tip. Oh. Pretty. Let's see what other greens I have. I kind of liked this because it's kind of a little bit celery. Let's see if it's close to this one. No. Look at that. Absolutely not the color that is on the outside. So I think I want to do some leaves with this color. Look at that. So pretty. How are we doing on time? I think it's time for the comfort book. I was talking in my stitch along yesterday and asking everybody if they were feeling done with the comfort book, if you'd like to do something else, if you'd like me to start looking for another something, or if you're okay continuing with the comfort book. Did you all hear her? Give me the, oh my gosh, look at that. I'm loving that. I'm loving that so much. Just the, oh my gosh. It's just growing and looking so pretty. I love it so much. Three more. Oh, these are the click art ones. I love those. I love those. And this one, look at this is a MARU liner. I got this in a little coffee shop that James took me to that also has art supplies. Stop it. Could you talk about anything more brilliant than that? So look, it's so it's just a liner. Look how cute it is. A little compact in my purse. Oh, I got these in my stocking from James. Look at these erasers. These little Japanese, Japan, I'm telling you, they have the best art supplies or stationery stuff. Let's do some mess. The hardest thing to be is yourself. We are so overloaded that we can't always see the truth of who we are. We distract ourselves to distraction. Sometimes we clutter our lives deliberately to take our minds off the clutter inside our heads. When we take the external clutter away, we have to face the clutter inside ourselves. All the mess. And the more we focus on it, the more we see the order in it. There is a reason why everything is where it is. We might want to order the mess in a different way, or we might feel the mess is perfectly fine, but we are imperfect because we are alive. We are messy because the universe began with an explosion and the debris has drifted ever since. We are all messy mammals on a messy planet in a messy cosmos. To deny mess is to deny who we are. To see it, to allow it, to forgive it, is to reach a state of what Buddhist and psychologist Tara Branch calls radical acceptance, where we can appreciate our so-called flaws or imperfections as a natural part of existence. And then we can exist with openness and honesty, rather than shrink ourselves by trying to shut ourselves away like the contents of a cluttered cupboard. We can, in short, live. Ooh, that was good. Kind of profound. Hi, Sammy. Good morning. So we are doing our first page for our first entry into our 2025 art journal. This is the Timmy art printable. We are coloring it with whatever medium you choose. And then we are going to celebrate our word of the year, which is capture. So we're going to capture our lives within this art printable, and then we'll do another one and another one throughout the year. But I wanted to, my inspiration was the Rose Parade, and then I wanted to, my inspiration for all of this was the Rose Parade because it's all flowers. Come on. And then I went to brunch with my friends yesterday. So I put brunch at Debbie's. Then then I'm going to have something about Lauren and Tessa coming over to have an art day with me today. And so think about all the things you want to capture within your year. Watch the whole video because you'll see other things. But that's it in a nutshell, I guess. I'm thinking I want to do something blue. This blue. I really like that blue. What about these? Or maybe these. What about these kind of daisy flowers? That's kind of speaking to me. Speaking my language. I think I need to maybe do skinnier lines. Yeah, I gotta come up with a better coloring plan than that. That looks too many lines. So what if I just do that and then fill in? Anybody else do stuff like that to themselves? Like, how can I get, there we go. There. There. And here's the thing, I was thinking, you could certainly use your gel pens to write down your captures, right? Like I'm thinking on these blue petals, I could absolutely do a white gel pen. That might be really pretty. And I'm thinking for the center, I was thinking yellow, but I'm really feeling like those flowers right there should be yellow. So pretty. So what if I did the center? Well, I don't know yet. I need to not make a decision about that just yet. So I hope that you will continue to fill in your Timmy art printable and then fill it in with color. And then I hope that you start to capture your life, capture your 2025 within this art printable, however you want to do it. I'm writing it inside of the petals of the flower, inside of the artwork, I should say. But you can do yours however you want. You know? I was also thinking, like, there's some white space in there. That would be a cool place to write something. This will be a perfect assignment for Tammy because she writes like a typewriter. Her handwriting is so tiny. My handwriting is big, so I have to kind of make a conscious effort. Oh, I'm loving it. I hope that you will continue to fill your Timmy art printable with color and just start to ponder the things that you want to include in your capture, your first capture sheet. I bet you it'll be amazing. And I can't wait to see pictures of it. That's for sure. I adore you all. My voice is giving out, so so sorry. I will bid you adieu and thank you profusely for joining me. And I will see you on Tuesday. Talk to you soon, everyone. Bye.